What's going on, guys? I'm Ricky Havoc. Welcome to Loose Nuts Off-Road. Today, we're going to be talking about our origin story. Let's check it out. So Loose Nuts Off-Road started in 2018, but I'm going to take you back way before that to show you where the name came from and like where off-roading and overlanding kind of played a big part for me. I'm gonna rewind it before I was born. Okay, so 1984 was the year my mom graduated high school and my grandma graduated high school. She went back and graduated. Long story. Well, in 1984, she bought a 1984 Toyota pickup. Manual four-wheel drive with locking hubs and all that. So growing up, that's what she would take us out in. It was that little 1984 Toyota pickup. We'd ride in the bed, and she would drive us out to, she had a property out in Boulevard, California, and we'd either go there or Superstition, and then it grew into, they got a motor home, and we traveled and zigzagged the whole United States, right? That instilled the travel and adventure in me, was my grandparents. Now, hit middle school, high school era, we didn't really go camping as a family once my grandparents moved to the Carolinas. So I got into music, got heavily into music. I was a drummer, played everything, but I was a drummer. And from 15 to 30, I lived my life either in a garage practicing or in a bar playing music or on tour. Primarily all the bands that I played in were punk rock bands or ska bands. In high school, in about 2008, a really good close friend of mine approached me, wanted to start a band, and we ran that band for about 10 years. And that band was called Loose Nuts, 2 O's, 2 T's. And in that process, we played Warped Tour for a day. We've had the pleasure of sharing the stage with a lot of really cool bands, met a lot of really awesome people, had a lot of really good times. And then from Loose Nuts, I went to Oceanside Sound System. This is all coming back. So when I was in Oceanside Sound System, I had met somebody who had a FJ Cruiser, and we tore it up in that FJ Cruiser. It was able to go everywhere. And every weekend we were back out in the desert camping. So that reinstilled and relaunched that adventure in me. And then I went and bought an FJ. So the first iteration of Loose Nuts Off-Road is I wanted to be an off-road club, and being so is after I got my FJ Cruiser, me and my buddy would go do day trips, and the day trips turned into him getting a Cadillac Escalade, and the Cadillac Escalade and the FJ turned into more people. My parents both bought Jeeps, and it turned into more and more people wanting to hang out, and then we started doing meetups. Pretty cool, right up until COVID. So COVID hit. The day COVID hit Southern California, I played my last show on stage. In early 2020, we decided to move from California. When we moved out here, we towed the FJ behind a Penske truck, and then I started hosting meets and going to meets and meeting a lot of really cool people. I met my good buddy Charles, which is in almost every one of my off-road videos with Greg and Cody and all them. So where am I going with all this in 2025? Everything I want to do now is going to be oriented around my son. I mean, the next few trips are going to be me and my friends, but I want to get him into working on cars and being around outdoors and or going outdoors and camping and how to start a fire and how to read a paper map and things that are getting lost in today's society, I think. But yeah, that's kind of really what I want to do. And then all these videos that I'm going to make are mainly to document and to have memories of it, so we can always go back and look back at all these and say we did that, say we've been there, reminisce on it. Thank you for hanging out. If you could hit that like and subscribe button, we'll see you in the next one. And hopefully you guys have a good 2025 too. We're out.